Oh, wow. We're live.
Yep.
Welcome all. Hey, Pat Blair. You can't see anybody in the chat? Oh, that's bizarre. Well, we're trying something different today. So I only see you in the chat. I don't think anyone else has chatted. Wait a minute. I see other people. Hey, Mirna. Yeah, we kind of just threw this one out really fast. We are live from these streets, from these mean LA streets. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Charlene, welcome. So tonight we're live at Mint in Los Angeles, and some trusted associates and some old acquaintances are performing tonight. And so we said, you know what? How about we head out into the street and we just share a little bit of this with you guys? I think people tend to forget this is actually my wheelhouse. So, hey, Mojiji. So yeah, we're trying something different. We're live vertical from StreamYard. So I don't know if this is like, we're gonna see. We're doing some
We'll
really
see.
interesting things.
We're gonna see how it work out. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, y'all. We're gonna see how this goes. I can't
Actually,
see nothing.
let me get here in the algorithm. Okay, well, it's saying that we got 46 people in the room. So since we
Let's
got
go to the
46 people in the room,
let's see. Let's get to the show then. Fuck it.
We are celebrating tonight. First, we are celebrating Gina's 77th birthday. It's a real celebration tonight. Go back to the audience. Gina, put your hands together. Hey, Stacy, we put this shit together, huh? No makes you go to the pizza. You fucking knock the house. You want a pizza? You swear I'm gonna introduce my band. Is that all right? They do all the way from New York City. I'm gonna introduce the band. All keyboards, y'all make some noise when you're gone. All guitar, y'all make some noise when I'm gone. Lucky on the bass, y'all put your hands together for shells. All the pressure, that's the bad boy right there. Y'all make some noise when they come.
oh Dell, is there any way you can find a more advantageous space in the room?
I got two very, very special ladies who are right up on the stage with me tonight. One of them is my little sister, and one of them is a long time dear friend. Y'all make some noise for Sherry Dennis and Marika.
Oh Dell, can you hear me? I feel like the sound is bouncing off of your phone is picking up from.
You can miss such a moment, that's right. I ain't never give up you, girl. I celebrate you like a connection. And say, my purpose, I used to be so crazy, so that's not my but I believe I'll get I'm blessed to shout out about this
Salute to live music. Oh, there goes those drums. Hey, Odell, can you hear me? Odell, can you hear me?
My bad. Maybe I should take the. What up? What up? Maybe I should take the earpiece out. What y'all? I know it was a little. Cause I was close. I was really, really close to the stage, y'all. You hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I was really, really close to the stage. Sorry, they had that sound like blasting. But what I was saying is maybe I should just do the regular sound and let's see how it sounds. Like I can take my earpiece out. Let's see how it
The
sounds.
earpiece might be a little weird too because it might pitch everything. Um, but not only that, it's just I think with the kind of phone that you have and the way that sounds in the room, you would need to find the dead spot to absorb some of the distortion.
Okay, what are you saying?
I said I think you would need to move to a dead spot in the room to kill some of the distortion.
Okay, how we sound now? Hold on.
Well, I mean, we sound normal now, but we're outside. So, anyway, do you want to just say hey to everybody and let everybody know what they were watching? Because the truth is they
Yeah, yeah,
started
yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah.
cover records. So, I don't know if everyone knows who that is.
Yeah, well, what was it? Monifa was on stage. Who was I forgot the other. Just I got the damn flyer on the other phone, but that's definitely the one and only Monifa on stage with Give me 1 second. Tony Minaj and
Yeah, Pat, I know it was probably a little hard to understand. The problem with club shows is, and it really all depends on who's mixing the show. I don't know who the sound man is, but I did come
yeah.
up with one of the
Well,
the
like
dopest sound men on tour. Salute to Big Dix Pop, Richard Nichols. Um, what I will say is this. Okay. Oh, hey, Jack, you have patience. I tell you. Listen to me. A lot of people think that I am an impatient person, but I have all the patience in the world. I really do. It's a virtue that I've learned to possess. Trust me, it's not been around with me for long. Um, no, but I mean, the truth is I enjoy listening, whether the sound is all over the place and bouncing off of every beam in the room in the world, or whether or not it's amazing. I understand the composition of live sound and live music. It's so funny. I was thinking about last year when we did the Sheen Awards, and they're all sitting there doing whatever they're doing, and the first thing that I'm doing is right before sound check, I'm walking out into the audience, into the room, looking for the dead spot in the room,
yep.
looking for where the sound pinged and pitched, so it would let me know when I got to that cordless microphone and I was moving around on stage where I needed to be, where I needed to push it. um you know it's funny when I look back at that footage. Of course, I'm critiquing myself, I'm criticizing myself, because that's what I do. Any performance that I've ever had, I, I I never really get to appreciate what I've done until I've seen it a few times. And There's an honor to being a live performer. That part of my life, I must say, I do miss. I miss my life being about walking into rooms and being able to create that sound and to push that sound out into the world whenever I want. But the funny thing is everything evolves. We all evolve. And oh, Monifa is most definitely what I would consider family. Most definitely. Um,
So yeah, it's
hey
Tony
Alina.
Taste of Harlem, featuring Tony Minaj and Monifa. The band is so disrespectful, and the also what is it? What's the other? I'm sorry. I was trying to give everybody their props because I don't want to miss anybody. I want to give everybody the details. Monifa, Tony Minaj, DJ Lotus, DJ Lotus Smoke, and DJ West Wonder. So yeah, and yeah, they're doing this. What is? I think it's like once a month. So yeah, you can't duplicate this. You can't do this with AI. You know what I'm saying? Real bands, real music, no AI, just all real instrumentation. Love it. I
I'm
love it.
glad
Love
I'm
it.
not. I'm glad I'm not physically on location because what I'd be doing right now is standing next to the sound man and asking him what the hell is he doing with the mix.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
on his ass, and you already know it.
Let's go in there. You want me to go in there and see if it sounds a little better?
No, not yet.
No. Okay.
Not yet. Actually, why don't you go and just enjoy for a little while? And if there's anything that we need to see, tap back in, and I'm just gonna
You on what?
wait. I was missing these lives. I never. Oh, okay. Yeah. So anyway, no, I was gonna just kick it with the folks for a second, and why don't you check
Well,
it out and see if
I want to kick it
uh,
too. I don't like. Let me. I'll go in there for a second and then I'll come back out. But I wanted to see how it sounded. If it sounded a little bit better, but I probably will just bounce in a minute.
well, I mean, you could do whatever you want to do. I thought you might want to kick it with the show or whatever the case may be and just, take it in for a second.
My sister, the gangster goddess, already left. I think she left. So, but DJ Silky D is here, and there's a bunch of family here. So yeah, let me go ahead and mute it. All right.
All right, well, you can mute it if you like. I didn't say nothing. Hey guys. So yeah, ODZ is out in the streets. He's out here in the streets and I am there in spirit. Oh, listen to me. No one's distracting anything. It's just a simple night. We're here. We're just kicking it. And I've known Monique for a long, long, long time. And I'm glad to see her still on stage. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. When you get to our age and you've been performing for 25, 30 years, it's in your blood. It's who you are. When I think about my time, my life on stage, all 20 some odd years of it before, you know, I was forced out, before I started having to look at options where I had to create a space for me. and not rely on the business, not rely on booking agents, not rely on them. It became interesting. It became a very interesting thing. I've performed on stages with tens of thousands of people present. I've performed on stages with only 100 and some odd people present. Sometimes my most favorite shows in the world was when there was nothing more than 40 or 50 people in the room. And what made it awesome wasn't how many people were there. It was the connectivity that I created with my voice and with my emotions and with my feelings, with my sound. You know, this month, something very bizarre happened that should be freaking real live performers out. The second AI artist appeared on the music charts. Oh, indeed, Myrna. But see, that's the thing. The more people that's there, the only thing you're doing is harvesting energy. That's it. You're not necessarily creating a vibe. It's impossible, really, to create a vibe in a massive space. You have to be completely tapped in. And that's why a lot of these performers that you see today, they can't go on stage without massive sets, without all of these bells and whistles, without all of this, lights and pyro and theatrics. That's not a real performer. Like when I look at a Beyonce show, I'm going to tell you, I don't understand with all of that crap that they have going on up on that stage. When does anybody ever have time to connect with her voice? There is no connecting with her voice. There's no connecting. Anytime you have a show where somebody is like there's just crap everywhere, 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 everywhere. That's a distraction. That's an illusion. That's not, are you being entertained? I think you're being preoccupied. Um, what is Alina saying? Wow, I'm speechless when it comes to when seasoned pros talk about tours. I know that real life theater always felt like a mandala to me, something beautiful to create, and like sand back to river. You know, that's a beautiful way of saying that, Alina. But more importantly than that, see, it's that connectivity. One of my favorite performances that I love to watch online is Cassandra Wilson, one of the real women in the world, real women vocalists who made me want to smoke cigarettes so that I could maintain my second tenor baritone almost nearly as pristine as she did. I mean, that's been the tricky thing ever since I quit. And it's so funny. After all of these years of smoking and drinking and me quitting, right? It's funny how, people question you or question what you're doing or how you're doing it. And it's really odd because once upon a time when I was smoking and I was still drinking, I used to cough. Not too crazy, but I would cough. And more importantly than that, my phlegm production was hella insane. And it was so wild because I was talking to Odell. Odell, do you remember when we were talking? And I was like, when's the last time you've seen me spit? Like, cause,
Yeah.
I can hock a
No, we.
loogie. I can hock a loogie with the best of them. My lungs were so pristine. I could hock a loogie and spit that hole like 5 feet away. I could aim it. I could put it in somebody's eye if I wanted to. I don't. I don't. When's the last time you remember me ever having to spit?
You ain't spit nothing in like what?
It's been
Um,
months.
5 months? No, 6 months. Yeah.
And it's so funny because it wasn't until I quit smoking this time that I started realizing the reason why my phlegm production was so like, I guess, consistent. It was because of the smoking. I didn't realize that I was really just agitating my
Your lung.
esophagus and my windpipe and my lungs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And for someone who had a vocal injury when I did, I started realizing that the timbre and the pitch of my voice was being maintained by the mucus that I was housing. I didn't even realize
Mm.
that. So now it's like I have to relearn that all over again, and it's funny. It's really bizarre, but yeah, for anybody who's doubting whether or not I might have quit smoking or drinking, trust me, if I was still smoking and drinking, I'd still be spitting. And and I'm not talking lyrics, but it's just wild. So when I speak of connectivity and I'm thinking about Cassandra Wilson, and it's so funny because part of the reason why Cassandra Wilson's baritone, her feminine baritone was so pristine was because of her smoking. Like I learned from
Mm.
old singers, if you want to keep that sultry, thick, deep husk to your voice, smoking is the best way to do it. Like some of the most amazing vocalists that I know, we all smoked for effect. Um, Whitney.
Y'all said F auto tune. We're gonna get some Newports, some
Well,
Virginia
see,
Slims, huh?
that's no, but see, that's the thing. That's what a lot of people don't understand and don't get. Like, there's a hack for everything in this world.
Yeah.
There's a hack for everything. Um, yeah, Whitney Houston, she used to be a chain smoker, like heavy chain smoker. She used to smoke like 3 packs of Newport a day at the height of it.
Damn.
You would have never known. Not the way she can sing. Um, yeah, most jazz singers smoke. It's funny. Sammy Davis Jr. used to do a trick, and Rich he used to dare me to do it. And I used to sometimes on stage take a long drag of a cigarette, inhale it in, and then belt out a note, and then let the smoke bellow from your mouth as you released the note, and it looked like you were breathing fire or putting one out. It was a wild trick, and it was something that was really interesting, and photographers would come to your show. And for me, my cigarettes were a prop. um and I won't say that I relied on them because I needed them, because the truth is every time that I ever quit, I quit cold turkey. I just quit. And it's been like 5 going on 6 months now. And I mean, do you remember me struggling with it? I think I said to you,
No. Maybe
I smoked my
once.
last cigarette today.
Maybe once you said you felt like it, but for smoking, but not. That's actually good.
Yeah, but well, my willpower is my willpower. It does feel different at this age. I think for me, smoking was just it became a part of my creativity. But anyway, back to Cassandra Wilson. Oh, back to Cassandra Wilson. She has a song that she performed called Harvest Moon. with her band. No dancers, no choreography, no lights, no pyro, no flying cars or horses from the sky, no hats, no, just her in her maiden dress. And a very, very, very skilled team of instrumentalists. And I mean, even from the bird sounds that were made with, certain percussionary, toys that they have, you could hear it, and it felt like you were in a garden watching the moon rise and listening to crickets and birds while she was singing, and the bass and the guitar, and it's I mean, if you guys ever have a moment and you're here on YouTube, just put in Cassandra Wilson Harvest Moon, and you know just come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Just like children dancing, we could dance this night away. Because I'm still in love with you. I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you. I want this harvest moon. Oh my God. Ugh. Just easy and whew. I promise you, by the time you make it to the end of that composition, you are not where you were when you started. And when the song ends, you just, that's the one thing that I kind of hated about Daniel Caesar being canceled and being blackballed for being an idiot. As stupid
Wait,
as he
why?
was,
Why?
Daniel Caesar.
Why did they cancel him? I remember him, but why did they cancel him? I
Because
thought.
he decided to co-sign some weird white girl who was a racist and was saying racist things, and then he was Canadian and hanging
Oh
out with
yeah,
Bieber and hanging out with the weirdos in
yeah,
Calabasas, and I
yeah,
think he might have been I think he might have listened to Tyler the Creator and really thought that
yeah. He
all
thought that
black
was real.
people can get
Yeah,
away. Yeah, he thought it was real for a second, and he was
because
like, "Well, if you're gonna hate
Tyler
him,
was trolling in all honesty, but a lot of
yeah,
racists use that Tyler stuff, to
yeah,
justify their racism. But on another note,
absolutely."
I thought they canceled Daniel Caesar because he was ugly, looked like Shabba Ranks. But
No, 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 no. They canceled him because he got behind some milky girl who was talking crazy. And he was like, well, if you're going to cancel her, then cancel me too. And the black community, said, we
okay,
oblige you. And then everyone else was like, oh, well, he's not cool anymore. And without Justin Bieber vouching for him in the pop culture spaces, he just kind of evaporated. And that's wild, because that song, that Peaches song, I think that was one of like the last big pop hits that he wrote for Justin Bieber.
yeah,
I got my peaches down in Georgia, Georgia.
and that joint was dope. That was dope. That was a dope song.
That was Daniel Caesar. And
Wow.
but if you ever looked at his tiny desk, oh my goodness, what he did with Japanese denim, really brilliant work. He was an awesome arranger. He is, let me not say was, he is an awesome arranger. And I hope that he's still gigging in other parts of the world because America has totally given up on him. I mean, let's just be honest. Gabby Wilson from HER, she was doing really well with her music, but honestly, it was Daniel Caesar arrangements and records that put her on. If it wasn't for him writing Best Part, I don't think she would have blew up as heavy as she blew up. And it's wild. because she doesn't even talk about Daniel Caesar anymore. But when you're in the industry and you've been shunned by the industry and they put you on, on the shelf, it's everyone else. If they want to keep working, if they want to keep being popular, if they want to keep getting booked, and even if they get shelved for a little while, even if they get put on the shelf, even if they're not included for a little while, they'll still shut up and not say anything, hoping that their turn will come back again so they can come back and work again. Like it's a very daunting thing. So I think that a lot of people think, for me, that I don't think people really take into consideration what me um being transparent and telling the truth about the industry and telling everyone what was really going on. I don't think people realize the sacrifice that I was making. I don't think anyone
Mm.
even acknowledges what I did as a sacrifice in any way.
No, they don't. They don't. They don't.
I think people kind of see it more like, well, it's interesting because people think that going viral on the internet and speaking up and all of that stuff, I think that, oh, well, she's famous. Everyone knows her. And I think everyone thinks that just because you go viral online, that means that you're going to get rich from going viral online. Like, it pisses me off when people say stupid shit to me, like, oh, well, you make all of your money lying on celebrities online. That's not true. That's not true at all. My enemies have made more money off of exploiting me than I'll probably ever make from any of the content creating that I do or any of the commentary that I do. I mean, do you think I'm wrong on that? See, this is the funny thing, Myrna, and this is what's so awesome. I am the cloud. Like most of these weirdos online would be nobody. Matter of fact, most of these weirdos online are only known for talking about me, for stalking me. They're all losers. And that's what's so weird. What's really weird is that I have a real career. What's really real is that I have performed with so many people and I have performed for so many people. What's really real is I kind of got that career. Like, even though I don't have all of the trophies, and I've earned my fair share of trophies. Hola, Alisa. I've had my fair share of trophies, and I've never worried about collecting them or having them or any of that shit. I don't bow down to graven images. I don't. It's funny, like even even the Defender of Freedom Award. Uh, how many times have you seen me even look at it or marvel over it?
Not a lot.
Like, I appreciate it. I don't think I've even hung it in my bedroom or anything. I haven't even hung it yet. Like
Mm-mm.
I'm not that kind of person. I was raised differently. I'm not that kind of
Yeah.
person. So for
It's
me,
just an award or it's just a plaque. Yeah.
well, no, it. Listen to me. Don't get me wrong. It's an acknowledgement, and I appreciate being acknowledged. But my whole life isn't going to hang on something man made that was given to me by another human being that should be more worried about what God thinks than anyone else thinks. Like, the second that you start getting caught up into the trophies, into the statues, the second that you start getting caught up into all of that stuff, gee, I'm telling you, you're lost. You're absolutely lost. And I as much as I love the stage and as much as I love art and as much as I miss touring, oh my God, do I miss it? Do I miss being on the road and going from city to city and sharing my voice and sharing my energy and creating those amazing, beautiful moments with human beings all over the world? Fucking absolutely. I miss seeing those lines all the way around the corner, wrapped around the building, waiting to come sit in, and me feeling their anticipation and then getting out onto the stage and them waiting for me to open up and then me opening up and then them coming in to my energy. You know, when I think about what I provide, like there's a performance here on YouTube. One of my last at a larger size club, Yoshi's in Oakland, California. It's the last show that I performed with Dwayne Wiggins at before he passed away. We did it back in 2015. It was me, Levi Caesar. Like half of the band was New Power Generation, which of course was Prince's band. Rosie Gaines from New Power Generation, her daughter, Latoya, sang background on stage with me. My boy Kev Choice was there. Oh, we had a time. But if you go and you watch that performance, it was sold out. It was flawless. I killed it because that's what I've always done. That's what I do. I give everything because that's what that moment is for. Having everything revealed. That's a clever name. Um, but yeah, no, like just you being in there and me knowing that Mo was up on stage, no matter how crazy the sound was and all of that, it just gave me a
Oh no, no, no.
warm
We gon'
feeling.
we gon' You already know my sister. Well, they pretty much they shut the doors and the live show was be done in like the live portion of the show is done in like I guess about 15 minutes, and then the rest is just the DJs.
You want to
But
go back inside
I'm gonna
and
no
catch
no
the
no.
end of
I'm
the
I'm
show?
I'm good. No, it's okay. They're already what I want to do though is I'm gonna make that connection to Monifa for you, and well, it's already done, and we're gonna see what we're gonna do from there. So don't be
Well,
surprised, like
no, I was gonna say if you see her tonight and just tell her I said hi and tell her that my heart it's just so warm just seeing her on stage. My heart is so warm for her because I know how much she loves it. I started, me and Monifa started bumping into each other on the circuit back in the late 90s. So I
yeah.
remember, you know, I remember, but that's the funny thing. As much as I love it, if they're in control of it, they can fucking have it.
You don't want it. You don't want it. I wouldn't want it
They
either.
can
Yeah.
fucking have it. They actually thought that they were going to take that stage and hang it over my head and make me bow down to the fucking devil. That's what they thought. Because that's what they do. They take everything that you love, they take everything that you care about, and then they dangle it over your head. They take it from you from
Yep.
time to time to make you feel like you ain't shit without it, to make you feel like we're in control of it. And if you want to feel like yourself or be yourself ever again, you are going to bow down. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. It's just not me. I tried. I tried to work with these devil loving assholes. I tried. I tried to turn my head. It's so funny when I hear people sit around and try to convince an audience of people or try to convince the world that I'm a liar. Like I'm sitting there looking at them championing Nicki Minaj. And let's just be real. And I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to fucking say it. They're championing this chick for saying all of the shit I've been saying. But because it's
Right.
Nicki Minaj, it's so much more real. Oh my God. Did you hear what Nicki said? Yeah, she said the same fucking shit that I said after I said it. Ooh, what an exposure. Like the fuck out of here. These people are insane. They're willing to tolerate Orlando Brown. Huh? Are you kidding me? You want to know what? When people want to start getting excited about people coming out and being transparent, then maybe they should be asking them to come out with everything. Because I'm sick and tired of these six in one hand, half a dozen in the other so-called exposures. Like if I see another thumbnail that says Jaguar Wright exposes, expose these nuts. Like it's so weird. That's exactly how intimidated the internet is of me. That for 5 years they've been trying to find a way to make me bow down, try to convince people. You want to know what? There's got to be at least what? A good 40 content creators that run the narrative that I'm a liar, correct? Got to be
Yeah,
at
just
least that.
about. Just about, yeah.
When have any of them proved it?
None of them, never.
No, I really want people to go inside your trick bag and ask yourselves, when has anyone ever proven me to be a liar? When has anyone ever shown irrefutable evidence that I lied about anything? When? Not even Pierce Morgan. Pierce Morgan came back and apologized to a bunch of Luciferian fucking pieces of shit who are so desperate to hold on to whatever relevance that they have left that they bowed down to witch whores at Jeff Bezos' house. Like, is anybody not paying attention to how weird it is that the Carters, who wanted to have nothing to do with the Kardashians, are now begging for photo ops with a
Mm.
70-year-old crypt keeping weirdo with a teenage face?
Yep. And got a better uh, facelift than Kathy Griffin, but that's another conversation.
No, let's just keep it a fucking buck.
People
How the
don't
hell
want
does Chris Jenner's face look younger than Tina Knowles?
to. Mm.
Tina Knowles is younger than Chris Jenner. This bitch is 70. And she's lying. She's older than 70. She lies about her age just like every fucking body else in Hollywood. Her and Kathy Hilton, get the fuck out of here. It's so funny. You want to know what's even weirder? That she's got a 43-year-old face, but she has an 80-year-old vagina. And Corey, and Corey the Grim Reaper Gamble is surfboarding with Granny.
Right.
She only looks younger than Kim with filters. I'll give that face 43. And guess what? Because of time and because of gravity, unless she's doing those blood facials with very, very, very young blood in the bowl, in 6 months, she'll look 65.
They were talking about the what is they vampire? They were calling them vampire facials or something crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think everybody keeps forgetting that all of these people have been doing vampire facials. They literally have been letting real live BLOOD, putting it in bowls and soaking their faces in it to make them look younger.
Yeah.
And then they
Yeah.
get Botox so their faces don't move at all, like Mariah Carey.
Oh damn.
Someone did ask a very you go and you get the vampire facial and then you get the Botox to freeze it for
Hmm.
posterity. Like it's weird. It's super weird. Cause I'm gonna tell you this right now. I would rather look my age than spend a fortune trying to pretend that I'm not my age. There's nothing more beautiful than a fierce elderly woman who embraces every ounce of herself. There's nothing more gorgeous than that. Because you want to know who didn't have to do all of that shit when they was 70 to look amazing at 70? Cicely
Oh
Tyson.
yeah.
Cicely Tyson looked freaking amazing. I wish Angela Bassett had more courage in her looks because those fillers and that Botox is starting to wear thin with her too. Look at Jada. We're not even going to talk about Vivica. Vivica looked like the messy sweet spot, and not even the messy sweet spot want to look like herself because she's a whole new avatar. Changed her name and everything. It's just funny. It's funny. Hey, Mayat, it's super duper duper funny to me. Like nobody's paying attention to the fact that the Carters now need the Kardashians so that they can save themselves. They're pimping that girl, that blue child, off to some little teenage boy. She just turned 13 and already they're trying to start a tabloid love affair. They wouldn't even be seen with them. They wouldn't go to weddings. They wouldn't go to baby showers. They wouldn't do anything until Kanye became a problem for all of them. Matter of fact, they didn't have much to say about the Kardashians until Kanye West started telling everybody the truth about them twins.
Mm.
Then all of a sudden, it was, oh my God. It's kind of freaky. And everybody that was at that party, if I was y'all, I'd be very careful about buying any of their products, about listening to any of their music, about watching any of their TV shows or their films. I would be very, 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 a lot of people were invited. You know who wasn't there?
Oh.
The thirsty queen of selfies herself, Jennifer Lopez. I guess she wasn't invited.
Oh. Mm.
There was a couple people that weren't there. You want to know who else was there that I thought was disgusting? Justin
Oh.
Bieber serenading Chris. singing to the vampire Grand Madame.
Yeah, they
That
it's see the thing is certain parties, industry parties, of course, I guess it's like a like, oh, you got to be there, or if you're invited, you want to be there for connections and all that or whatever. I said like the OGs told me, all money ain't good money, right? So all these parties ain't good parties. My boy Ani Asar broke it down and was like, she turned 70 and the theme was the 0070, like 007, 007, the. And what is 007? Bond, James Bond. And he was like, yeah, it's a blood bond. These guys are bonded. It's a blood bond. It's going to be some crazy stuff, entertainment industry wise, in the up and coming, let's say, months. It's a lot of shakeups. A lot of stuff is
Diddy
happening.
is stuck at Fort Dix, and there is a changing of the guard. There is a new regime.
Did you hear that he's not going to get out on early release?
Yeah, I know. They pushed it back a
They're
month.
saying, oh, yeah.
It might get pushed back even more. Who knows? You want to know what I find
Hmm.
funny? Everybody wants to sit around listening to what men and women have to say, and yet nobody really thinks that God is in control.
Right.
Just because there are people, no, because y'all really need to pay attention. A lot of the people that were loyal and ingratiated to the diddler were not invited to that party. Y'all need to pay attention to that guest list. And y'all need to pay
And
attention to
pay
the fact that the Carters were begging to be there.
pay attention to those names that Diddy was yelling out with the little baby about a year or something ago, and then pay attention to who was at that party.
They were all there with them.
Yeah, yeah,
Want to know what's funny? They were all involved in that church. They were all involved in a lot of things. You know, I got a feeling that listen to me, some of them are friends, some of them are frenemies, some of them are pretending to be friends so that they can sit around and wait. Once
it's
upon a
all
time,
of it.
what?
I was gonna say all of it is pretend, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, of course it's all pretend. But I think a lot of people don't really understand that all of this is orchestrated for the order. See, when you're dealing with demonic forces and entities, when you're dealing with devil loving, blood sucking assholes, words that we say that have value to us do not have value to them in the same way. They do not. Not even titles like mother and father mean the same thing. It is a very, very, very different construct. Trust me, for someone who lived it, trust me. That's why I walked away. There was just a space in me that God wasn't willing to let go of, and neither was I. But I promise you, it is not what you think. It is not what you think at all. All of this shit is fake. Even the internet shit, it's all fake.
Yeah,
None of this shit
especially
is
the
real.
internet. So
But I want one person to find any real evidence that anyone has ever actually proved me to be a liar. Now, there are people who sit around online and they spend all of their time, they spend hour upon hour upon hour weaving fake details together around a few true things that I said to try to convince people to make it sound like this and see, and then this is what I really meant, and this is what I really meant, and this is not what I said. It's so funny because what I said isn't what I meant. What they said is what I meant. And what
Hmm.
I said, they only find the pieces to try to find a way to corroborate what this is this. And I got to go back and I have to find what she said. And da, 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 da. That's funny because if you were right about what I was saying, you wouldn't need to spend so much time proving it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take 5, 6, 4, even 3 hours to prove that somebody's a liar. If you have the evidence of something different, then you should just be able to show the evidence. And the stuff that they call evidence really isn't evidence. What I find most interesting is that there's a bunch of people online who, as far as I know, have never met any of the people that I've talked about, even though I have. And they're speaking for all of these people, and none of these people are speaking for themselves. I dare any one of these people. Ooh, I know we not buffering.
Are we? Let me see.
We
Hold
were for
on.
a second, for a hot second. I dare any one of these people, any one of these weirdos. I dare any one of them. And I'm talking about the entertainers that I
Mhm.
speak of. I'm talking about the so called celebrities that I speak of. I dare any one of them to speak for themselves. Like, let's stop with all the fucking mouthpieces. It's funny. It's just funny to me. Oh my God. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you hear what she said? Yeah. Same shit I said. Did you hear what he said? Yup. Same shit I said 5 years ago.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Breaking news. Did you hear what she said? Oh my goodness. See, that's the
Same
funny
shit you
thing.
said years ago.
Yeah. And now they want to act like they're hearing it for the first time or it's being said for the first time. And it's just wild to me because I think that they think if they keep saying I'm a liar, that that's going to be enough to make it true. But people need to ask themselves, like really ask themselves, like real questions like, why do people keep trying to make a liar out of somebody? Like if I think someone's a liar, I only need to say it one time. I don't need to say it every day in 50 million fucking videos.
Yeah.
I don't. If I think somebody's a lying piece of shit, I just say, oh, that motherfucker's a liar. I can show you. Look, this is what happened. This is what they did. Here's the evidence of it. This is a lie. And move on. I don't need to keep saying it over and over and over again. What I'm still having a hard time understanding is the few people that like to get behind it and encourage it and push it. Cause for all of the people that like to try to make me out to be crazy, they seem crazier to me than anything. I'm really shocked at seeing like thumbnails about us making it to 100,000 subscribers. I'm shocked.
They're just weirdos.
Like I'm
Yeah,
shocked.
get a life,
No, it's just
weirdos.
no, it's just really interesting to me because anytime someone is accusing you of doing something, usually it's because they're doing it.
True.
Like I got a former moderator right now, and I know that 53
Yeah,
year old toothless weirdo is buying views and buying subs. I know it. When your ass been sitting online for 5, 6 years with channels that were going nowhere, and then all of a sudden your channel grows and you're nobody. Like, I don't know why people think it's so hard for me to grow a channel. I think that the reason why people are so, making a big deal about us hitting the 100K, because the truth is that's we should be at 500K.
yeah, we should have been there. We ain't even been pushing it.
We
I
should be at
guarantee you in
500K.
6 months you'll be 500.
We
If
should
when
already have 30 million views on this
Yeah,
channel. Like we should. But once again, I don't think that people take into consideration exactly how many. I think in the past 4 months, I've seen at least 150 different comments saying, I didn't know you had a channel. I couldn't find your channel. I was trying to get to your channel. I was on your old channel. Jag, I subscribed to your channel and I got a membership to your channel and they took my membership away. They did this. I couldn't find your channel. I'm not getting notifications. I subscribed to your channel, and the next thing I noticed, I was unsubscribed. I didn't unsubscribe. I like
yeah, we hear that all the time.
all the time, all the time. How the fuck does that happen all the time? So, what I've realized is for every subscriber that I have and that I've gotten to keep, YouTube has probably prevented 4 to 5 subscribers from actually subscribing to my channel, from blocking my channel and doing all of that. So you know, so yeah, we should definitely be at a 500,000 subscribers. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm not grateful that we made it to 100K, but we did. We made it to 100K. The problem is that there were people, you've seen it mostly from the UK. Like that's funny because what is their dead end game? Cause like struggle channels totally, they gotta steal viewership, content, etc. Nothing. I know my ad. But see, that's the whole purpose. You don't understand. They built my name up on YouTube to disgrace me. They wanted to make sure that when you put in my hashtag for my name, that all you saw was negative shit about me. So it would print over to Google to turn the world against me. That was the whole plan on YouTube. I was
The
never
plan,
supposed to be able to earn, huh? Go ahead.
no, and I was gonna say the plan didn't work.
No, it didn't work. And part of the reason why it didn't work was because I refused to stop creating channels. I refused to give up. See, a lot of people who have been in my position on YouTube, they've just run off. They've driven people crazy. They've stalked people. People have lost their lives. I am not your average individual who's gone through the gaslighting and all of the stuff that's happened. You know, I'm just not. I'm made of something different. I'm going to keep fighting for my name. But not only that, the way they try to embarrass you and the way they try to talking about your sex life, talking about your sexuality, talking about your gender, talking about your body parts, talking about your family, talking about your deceased loved ones, talking about your children. Like, it's really strange that these people actually feel comfortable with talking about people's real lives the way that they do. Like, it's very odd, it's very bizarre. Like, they sit there and they talk about the people in your life like they actually met them, like they actually know them, like they actually had connection, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because if I sat around talking about Barbara, the cancer patient, like I knew her, that would be weird.
Yeah.
If I sat there and did a live talking about how she died like a dog, how that chemo just ripped her to shreds, and how disgusted she was with her daughter, and how sorry she felt for her grandchild. Like, if I sat and did that every day, all day,
Or, talk about a uncle who's, Uncle molester. I mean, you
a
know,
uncle who's a straight PDFer,
yeah, he's
like
on the
if I
registry.
did that, if I did, who's on the registry, if I actually did that for someone that I don't know. But see, when you're a public figure and when you've been transparent, you know, you're an easy target. You're an easy target. Yeah, it's all gaslighting. That's the thing. It's all gaslighting, all of it. And, it's all done to try to challenge someone's mental health. That's the whole point. They're trying to challenge another person's mental health. And here I am. By the way, did you guys hear the good news? Wendy Williams doesn't have dementia, which means she never had dementia. Because when
Right.
you have dementia, it cannot reverse. Dementia doesn't reverse, it only has one direction.
Down.
Total. Huh?
I said, yeah, down.
Yeah, that's it. My father had dementia. I watched my father with progressive dementia. I watched my father lose his mind. And once you've completely lost your mind, then you lose complete access to all of your body functions, and then your mind stops regulating and controlling your body the way it's supposed to, and then your body starts breaking down. Yes, Mayat, all of their actions are illegal. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, our former President Obama made didn't he make it legal to do this crap online or something? Which is why these people feel so comfortable with doing it. You know, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in this country right now. A lot of weird stuff. And we all need to pray for each other, because the truth is that the lies are going to catch up to everyone who they should catch up to.
Hmm.
And I think what people are going to realize is it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you sit on. There is there's red juice on everybody's hands. No one's innocent, and everyone is lied to everyone. And That's just what it is. We need to pray for this country because there's a lot of people that are about to lose a lot of hope and a lot of faith. And thank you, Stacy. I mean, listen to me. Back in 2023, they were trying to fix me up. They were trying to fix me up. They got that weirdo doctor, Pittman, who was a disgraced doctor, who had had all kind of like criminal and civil allegedly malpractice suits against him, which is why he started working for Parkland for the prison system. And he sat down with me for 5 minutes and declared me incompetent to stand trial for what I was being accused of, which, by the way, they have no evidence of and they cannot prove in court at all. Because he didn't believe that I was Jaguar Right. Imagine sitting down with a physician who says that you are incompetent to stand trial because he doesn't want to believe that you are exactly who you say you are. Doctor was more incompetent than the patient.
Hmm.
And it's funny because I did another psych eval after that. And by the way, I had already done three before that in the same year. I was tested. My aptitude was tested 5 times in 2023. And the only time it was failed was when the doctor was wrong. Do you know what kind of competent you have to be to consistently keep taking competency evaluations over and over again and passing with flying colors? Which means that the person that they put on me in the jail was lying, just like allegedly Wendy Williams' doctor is lying because they labeled that woman with schizophrenia. Well, no, not schizophrenia, dementia. They tried to label me with schizophrenia, just like they're trying to label Nicki Minaj with schizophrenia. They've labeled Kanye with bipolar. They've labeled Britney Spears. Like, it's funny. Anything that they want to hide, anything that they want to cover up, anything that they want to discredit, anyone who they don't want the public believing, if they can't unalive you successfully or get you to unalive yourself or get someone around you or close to you to be able to poison you allegedly or to do something or to be, kind of like Twitch's wife. Is everyone forgetting that his wife just got caught in lies, all the lies that she told about him after he died?
Yeah, because the media doesn't really highlight certain stories.
I hear you, Maya, but once again, the reason why I'm still alive and the reason why they haven't gotten me is because I don't rely on them. I don't take anything from them. See, taking from them, that's your life. Still trying to do business with them in any way. Wendy Williams wanted to continue to keep doing business. She wanted to continue to keep running that show. She wanted to continue to keep working with the network. She wanted to continue to keep doing that. And guess what? Look what they done to her.
Imagine if she said, "You know what? I'm gonna be independent." She'd still be doing her thing,
Maybe not at the same level that she was doing it,
but
but
she'd
she
still
could have
be,
found a way to make it there.
yeah.
Just would have been slower. Angie Stone was busy trying to expose the industry. And then she signed up to join a fraternity, or should I say a sorority.
Sorority.
And then the next thing you know, there goes that sorority. And that was the last show that she did performing for them.
Mm.
Hmm. Well, you know what? You sound like you're getting tired. It's been a long day.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say tired like that, but I'm listening to what you're saying, and you're saying a lot of good things. We still need to do our official live because there's a lot that they're just not talking about, and you know that.
That is true. We're going to schedule a live this week, guys, so we can talk about all the things that they're not talking about. Because there's a lot of things that aren't being talked about. There's a bunch of crap that is being talked about, but there's a lot of stuff that's not being talked about.
A lot of important things they're not talking about.
Yeah. So maybe we should schedule that for tomorrow afternoon. Maybe go a little earlier.
Okay,
But no, tonight we wanted to just share a little live music with you and let you peek in at an
there's gonna be a
at
lot
a
more of that.
band.
It's gonna be a lot more of that, y'all. Like, apologies for we were just testing it out.
Yeah, her sorors. And guess what? All of that stuff is tapped in to the Schluminati crap. You know, when people start seeing how deep the web of connection is, I never joined a sorority, even though they tried to get me in. Eastern Stars wanted me. I turned them down 4 different times. I've never signed myself over to anything. I've never taken any oaths. I was even about to go into the military, and I'm glad I didn't do that because you take an oath when you go in there as well. Anything that requires you to take an oath where you pledge allegiance to something over God, that ain't what it is, man. That ain't what it is. So it was it was nice to see Monifa on stage. That was nice.
Like I said, this is just the beginning. You're gonna trust me. We got something planned. I ain't gonna say much. Don't even trip. But we got something planned. That yeah, it was good to see Monifa. It was good to just be around real music. These AI artists, they need to take note. That's real musicianship. I took a little footage of the Gangsta Goddess, my sister Medusa's performance. I'll put it up as a short, and y'all can see it's real musicianship. But y'all don't think that it ain't. Don't think it's over with for Jag and the real musicianship.
You want to know what's funny? As much as I love music, it's for the people. The music is between me and the people now.
Yeah.
I don't want no parts. That's what's so funny. because they all know how much I love it and how great I am at it. And they really thought they were going to get me to bow down. They thought I was going to break. Yeah, not I. I do not like green eggs in ham. I do not like them, Sam. I am. Not I. Oh, well, see, Ahmad, and that's the funny thing. A lot of people take what I said in that moment out of context. See, that tattoo that's now covered was a Taurus mask, bullhorns. I am a Taurus. I allowed people to believe it was something else. And that did give me the ability to slip inside certain places and move around.
It's the same
That's what that
thing.
was.
It's the
See,
same thing. Look, let me say something. It's the
mhm.
same thing. It's the same thing if you are not a Mason and you want to see some information and you contact or you're in contact with another Mason. I've done this before and I said, "Oh, I'm a son of a widow," and they think that I'm a Mason. Oh, okay. And then it's boom. I get to read certain stuff. Come on, y'all. Know the game. Don't be a goofy. That's why I said yesterday about oh Dee Dee got a coon a raccoon stare with his and I said what I said. I was like, it ain't all bad. Information isn't bad, y'all. How about that?
See, this is the thing. When you become a secret shopper or a spy, you learn how to get things done. You learn. If you want to be able to obtain certain things, or we all make choices. What I find interesting is nobody talks to any of the artists who actually have gotten the Baphomet goat mask and wear it proudly now.
Mm-hmm. Y'all
Like
don't
I
talk to.
find it, huh?
I was gonna say y'all why you don't talk to John Legend. All right, but let me not say nothing. I'll start busting motherfuckers out. But go ahead.
No, all of them. Glorilla literally has the Illuminati symbol on her thigh,
Yeah.
and she wears it out on stage.
Yep.
Queen Latifah just got busy dancing down the spirit tunnel, which is really fucking weird. Cause there ain't a bunch of cheerleaders. Why do they call that shit the spirit tunnel?
You know why.
It made me sick to watch Salt and Pepper because they was just recently on the Jennifer Hudson show, and like when I'm looking at all of these people dancing down that fucking hallway, that demon hallway.
And do you guys know that Jimmy Kimmel
By an average talent who Lou Nell said is illiterate and boring as fuck.
wow.
Um,
Let me say something because you're talking about
who's
talk shows.
oh my god, like just the whole
People
Jennifer Hudson thing. I don't understand how people can sit there. She she put a man in prison for a crime he didn't commit allegedly. She ain't no fucking different than Megan Thee Stallion.
and she got rewarded, right?
Mm, yeah, for crying out loud, Cardi B's last album cover pays homage to the devil. She actually had the audacity to sit there in her one of her
Right.
interviews talking about God chose her to be rich and famous. She was chosen by God. What God?
The
Because
God of
you're a
this
whore,
world.
ma'am. You're a
The
whore.
God
You
of
became rich and famous for being an illiterate, goofy ass whore who lies on people and destroys people.
and drug men from her mouth. Didn't she say that
Yeah, black men
about the men she drugged? And yeah,
and robbed. You're a
from her
liar and a
own
thief and a whore.
from her own admission.
God didn't choose what God you talking about, other than the demon devil Lucifer himself. I think a lot of people tend to forget that people call the devil God too. I think that a lot of people seem they don't really want to seem to understand or believe, do they? That people do worship the devil. People do call the devil God. I don't understand. I don't get folks. Do you?
No,
Like I just don't understand. I don't understand why people don't like believing what's right there in front of your face. I don't. It don't make no sense to me. But yeah, Black China had a Baphomet tattooed on her ass. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
but the thing is
Some of them practice black magic before they get out there on the basketball court, like LeBron. Watching Queen Latifah put that damn rock shit up. Mm.
yeah. The thing is some of these people don't understand. There's levels to it, and just having the symbology and stuff like that. That's just one thing, but then oh, you don't want to really talk about all the other stuff that go on. And I ain't finna say nothing. Y'all just got to figure it out. But the symbology stuff is just kindergarten basic level. Saying certain things, like I told you, I said, you know, what I said about the, being what did I say? The son of a widow, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
they have their own little pass codes and stuff like that. But do you really know the real secret? I'm not saying it. Y'all got to figure it out. But yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg. The little symbology stuff is just tip of the iceberg, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to do it right on the court. Now, allegedly, he do it before he come out because people started getting wise. The little Luciferian bastard got his kids out there struggling on the court, looking like scrubs. I guess they gonna have to start throwing up the symbols and stuff too. It's ridiculous. But to each his own. And hey, it's just wild to me. It's wild to me how many people really yeah, yeah. That boule is real.
Oh yeah.
And when I say boule, I ain't talking about no bouillon. It was so funny. I'll never forget. I was talking about the boule once upon a time, and my mom said, "Well, what kind of bouillon is you using for the soup?" And I said, "What you talking about?" She said, "You said you was using the boule." I said, "No, no, Mom."
Hmm.
She thought I was talking about bouillon, but this is also the same woman that used to call um Eastern stretching exercises. You know,
Satanic. Yeah. A lot of the
no,
old
no,
people.
no, no. She used to call yoga yogurt.
Oh damn. No,
So are
a
you
lot of
going to
Christians
yogurt class? Are you going to yogurt
yogurt.
class?
That's funny.
Yogurt.
Malik yogurt. A lot of,
Yeah, he's
but I
into
thought you was going.
them. He's into
Well,
them.
yeah, a little bit. I thought you were going to say about yoga because a lot of um, the old Christians, yeah, say that's the devil. But
Yoga.
yeah,
You know what? Saying that the Son of God is a completely different color, race, nationality, and all other things is the devil too.
yeah, because didn't Florida Evans, didn't she have white Jesus or maybe she had black Jesus? I don't remember.
I can't. I just don't understand. He's described in the Bible as having brass colored
Frida
skin
Brass, Frida Brass, yeah, feet the
and
color of
hair
brass
of
and
wool.
color wool, yeah.
And how do you get that description? And he got a perm in the portrait
You got
and
it
just
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 for me,
milky
just for
and
me.
milky.
Jesus got it just for PC jamming.
I don't understand. How do you get from hair of wool? Like how? How in God's name, hair of wool, skin the color of brass? And it and then he got the Beyonce skin lightening kit.
Mm.
Ah, I can't. I can't. Jesus got a perm.
D Didi got a never mind.
Leave that little boy alone. You know he was homeless.
Little raccoon.
You want to know what's funny? All of them Schluminati weirdos say that
They
they was
all have that
homeless.
story, right?
They all got that
Steve
story.
Harvey. Steve Harvey.
And guess what? He wasn't ever homeless.
Right.
Maybe somebody should tell that little boy that he's sitting there, he rocking that story. He's rocking that story.
It's the
All of the
thing,
people that he's speaking
same
out
song.
against, he's rocking it all around the world. Same song. He's doing it.
Hmm.
I don't know. These people is weird. Yeah, he was homeless and he worked his way up and made his way through school and he's this and
Stop
he's
it.
that and he's doing it. Like you got the same story, bruh.
You got exactly. You sound like what I already know you are.
All I know is that Rock and Roll Hall of Fame shit look weird as fuck to me. That Outcast tribute look weird as fuck to me. They brought Doja Cat up there to do Sorry Miss Jackson, and the bitch ain't know none of the words. She should have just started mooing like a cow and said it was the remix. Does she moo anymore? Does she moo? I mean, because that's what she did to get on.
speaking
She was
of,
mooing like a cow.
speaking of, she was at that time, or a little bit before that. I think she was caught in racist white men's chat doing like feet videos and or pit like just a lot of weird stuff. She's just weird.
She's a
But again,
I'll
she's
do anything for money
to
bitch.
get on, yeah. And again, she's South African, so yeah.
We got her, we got Tyler. Why do they keep bringing these bitches over here?
Well, the one artist that I know from South Africa, Cayenne Cruz, the one I was telling you about, the one I was, I told you the connection to the Benny Medina was not Benny Medina. I keep saying Benny Medina. Who's Selena
Benny
Gomez's daughter?
Blanco, the
Benny
weirdo that was hanging
Blanco.
out with David,
When I
who
was kicking it at his
who was
studio, yeah,
dating the prepubescent girl that he met
yeah.
in the
And,
video game.
and see, that's well, we got to talk about that too because there's some updates in that, but it's just sad. And I kind of already said, my stance on the whole thing. I'm like, they ain't finna produce justice for this poor girl. But yeah. Anyway, I was just saying about Cayenne Cruz. She's a dope artist from South Africa, and really with it, and really with it. I hope they ain't turned her. If you listening, if she ever listens, because I think she knows of you. If you listening, you already know you got my line, Cayenne Cruz. But you got some real ones out there, but they only promote the ones that have turned.
They wear
It's
them
like
down.
it's like the Walking Dead.
They wear them down. They wear them down and tell them the only way you're gonna make it is if you do this and you do that. I would know. It happened to me. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. That was at a time of my life where I was mad at God and I wanted him to stay away from me and asked him to stay out of my business. Sure did. See, that's how they catch you. They catch you at a moment when your faith is broken. And then they offer you something that they try to convince you can fix everything, can mend everything. But in all truth and honesty, the only thing that can heal you is God.
Hmm.
There's nothing here on this planet, on this earth, that could ever, ever put you back together when you're coming apart at the seams. Hmm. It's it's an interesting thing. So guys, we're gonna get ready to shut it down. It's been a blast. I don't
I'm
think
gonna
we've
do.
done so we did a vertical. We did a vertical from the stream yards.
Yeah, we'll see how it play out.
We're gonna see. It's interesting. We don't have as many people as we normally do, but we got some people up in here.
Oh no, you gotta, yeah, but it's late night, so
Child, Mariner, you ain't got to explain unto me. Question: why does it feel like since the diddler has been locked up, more artists are coming back outside all of a sudden? No, no, Carla, it's real. Diddy going down crippled the industry, and they all had to pretend They had nothing to do with it. And it was only him so that the public would feel comfortable with coming back to them. You're not imagining anything. That's what happened. See, that's why they got all of these people to come after me to try to make me look like I'm a liar, to try to convince the public that I'm a liar, because I didn't just speak out against Diddy, I spoke out against everyone. I pointed a finger at everyone. I showed everyone who was involved, where they were involved, how they were involved. I pointed it all out. But see, they wanted you to believe that it was only Diddy, so you would continue to keep buying into these demonic entities. And now that Diddy is gone, and now that the trial is over, and now that he's fallen on the devil's sword,
He's going to
now the
continue
rest of the
down.
industry can come over to Jeff Bezos' house and celebrate a 70-year-old witch whore with a 112-year-old vagina. Enjoy yourself, Corey. I'm sorry, honey, you were saying?
No, no. I was just saying he's going to continue to go down um this what's the word? This humiliation. It's like it's still going. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
done. He's not done.
Oh, no, no. Listen to me. In a lot of ways, this thing is just getting started. In a lot of ways, his conviction and sentencing was just the beginning.
Yeah.
Was Diddy and them folks like this back in the 90s? Sweetheart, everything that's happening has always been happening. What's sad is it's still happening and people don't want to believe it. Still. For they will not believe the truth. I will send them strong delusion and allow them to believe a lie. That's what it is. But guys, if you could do us a favor, please spread the word and let everybody know that we over here. Let them know about the Jaguar Wright effect, because these are the kind of conversations that we have. This isn't curated. This isn't edited. This isn't AI. This is the real deal. This is us sharing with you and you sharing with us and us being here in this space. So, on that note, it's been fun. It's been cool. And I guess we'll see you all soon.
Hmm.
That was it. That was your good. That was your goodbye.
And that was it. Yep.
All right, yo. Peace. Oh my goodness.